Howdy, my friends. Michael Palmisano here, back again. I know it's been a minute. Garrison Householder says, man, thanks so much for your content. It really helps me understand why songs, riffs, and licks hit me in different ways. You got to check out ZZ Top, Just Got Paid. The video from 2018 is unreal. All right, brother, this is for you. Quick word of announcement, whatever you want to call it. 4th of July, this Saturday, free teleports are back in stock. As a reminder, we built this so our members on GuitarGate could play together. And this year, we are not charging for the pedal. These were $600, okay? We're just charging for the membership, and I'm going to send you one of these for free, yours to keep forever. That's how much I know it'll make you play more and how much I know you'll dig playing with us. That's it, my friends. If you want to get in, if you want that, click the link in the description. Join the Teleport 101 course. It's free, okay? You get to see what it's all about, and I'll see you Saturday at 10 a.m. Hit the button.
Yeah, let's see what we can do with this thing, yeah.
Best tone in the game. I've always felt Billy Gibbons had the best tone in the game. I believe, let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, that he is a very light string player, very light touch player, and lets the amp do all the work, right? Plays the pick and the slide, right? And he has a real commitment to open strings, and then when he's pushing, whether it's a bend or a slide or using the slide, to continue to just keep moving and keep it slippery and greasy. Just the perfect combination of everything. Plus the riff. The riff. I'm about to get one. It's ZZ Top. They always had the intros and outros and interludes and weird little, play with my beard thing. They always, it's not the script. What's the word? Choreographed. They were always the coolest band out there. I love it. See how squishy it is. Cool thing happening in this riff, okay? Now, Billy is in what I'm assuming is open E, okay? It sounds like E, but if you watch the way he's playing it, it's clearly a different tuning, okay? But he's in slide, and he's opening, it's nasty, and whatever. Point is, you got this flat 7 to root, pedaling on this E. Over to flat 3, minor 3rd, root. Back to flat 7, and then this, not exact, but the point is you got this flat 7, flat 3, root, go down and get this lower flat 3, finish back on that higher root. Super rock and roll, okay? But what's cool is that you see Dusty on the bass going. So at the exact time Billy goes that back to the root is when Dusty grabs that flat 3. So you get this piece of this E minor chord, kind of just not implied, but they're making it together, right? They always maximized the usage of the power trio, right? Bringing bass in, bringing bass out, drums in, bass out. creating chords and different harmonies with different rhythms, and not just playing or not just doubling everything is what I should say. Anyway, keep going. Flat
Just step on this funky board and touch my play. I was born my papa's son and hit the man like his own. Had the one man hand and the other hand, yeah, so skinny man.
So squishy.
When my hand knocks in the black of the night, stick my hand in my pocket, everything's alright.
Yeah. Again, always with these grabs. Those, you know, the... Oh, this... His riff writing with the slide, his riff writing in general is that's the X factor. Every song has these memorable motifs that non-musicians get stuck in their head. You're high, right? It's, you know, and then the, right? Low, high, low, high, low, high. But it's slippery. He's never static and just like, right? There's always some grease. There's always something moving, right? Just the coolest, literally the slickest player there is. Always do this. Always with the... I mean, always! By the way, gotta point this out. Billy Gibbons is one of the best hybrid pickers in the game. Clearly, he's playing with the pick, right? But you get all these... right? Little picking fingers. It's the tone. And you hear how squishy it is? Again, I believe a lot of that comes from light strings, light touch, letting the amp do all the work at the perfect point of breakup. I like how he cues them. So, like, clearly they're looking at each other. They're like, what are we going to do? And he's like, no, we're going to go back and forth. Well, look at him. He's got his hand out. He's like, we're going to go back and forth. Bass cuts out. That right there is what I'm talking about. Unless you're doing it on purpose and you want to make the audience just take it, right? You don't just have no movement at all. No vibrato, no pushing, no pulling. That is the least attractive. It's just so static, right? That's the least greasy thing you can do is not move, right? You watch a player like Billy. Everything is always moving, whether it's a bend, a slide, or he's using the slide, right? And for all you players out there that play a stringed instrument or non-fretted instruments, right? The vibrato, the commitment to motion is the glue, right? Even if you play piano and it's just, and you actually can't add vibrato, right? And there are no microtones. If you hang on something and it's no good, everyone notices. But if you keep going through, right, then it's just a passing tone and no one notices. It's color. The same thing exists in microtone land. All of these, that's moving, okay? That the whole time, slightly, gently, but moving. That's the grease that no one does like Billy. Or I should say, that is in everything Billy does. It's just true. That is what stands out to me in his playing. It's the squishy tone. It is the complete commitment to motion and greasiness, and the super memorable licks and riffs, whether they're in rhythm and lead, that everyone just knows and loves, regardless of whether you play guitar or not. Always moving. Bass tone. Do you hear how Dusty went up and kind of complimented Billy? Same thing he did in the beginning. Again, it's in so many ZZ Top songs. Don't sleep on it. You think in a power trio, everybody's got to play something identical to make the sound bigger. But bands like this, bands like Black Sabbath, right, with Geezer, okay? There are parts where it's identical and it's unison playing, but there are parts when it is completely not, right? I just want you to listen and pay attention to these things. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? I'm not playing a slide, but from the flat 7 down to the 5, from D down to B in the key B. Right, you got this? Right? If you just play, right? That's a different thing. Slippery.
Just got paid today. Got me a blinded full of chains. Ow! I said the black sheep black through your constable. Yes, I do, man. My bag is full. It's a root of evil, and you know the best, but it's rare. And upon second best.
Dragon. Always. ending on the higher. Okay. Again, they always had the scripted choreography, all the different parts. Drums come in, bass comes out. You know what I mean? They had the look. They had they were always the total package, but they had that old school, like, this is the presentation, this is the show, this is showbiz, right? I've always loved that about ZZ Top. About the coolest band there ever was. The thing I want to leave you with, okay, the thing I want you to think about is this concept of motion in music. And when you're bending, when you're sliding, right? When you're moving through a part, if you stop moving and everything else keeps moving, everyone notices, right? It does not gel. But if you keep moving and the band keeps moving, all of you and the crowd, the listener, keep moving together. Motion is the glue, okay? And no one's greasier, right? Keeping it moving more than Billy Gibbons. I mean, period. Always loved his playing. That's it, my friends. I'm going to leave it there. And remember, this Saturday, teleport pedals included free until they sold out. And they always sell out. 4th of July, Saturday, 10 a.m., okay? Click the link in the description. You can join GuitarGate. You get all my lessons. You get all my courses, all the master classes from people like Eric Gales, right? We got Ariel Posen coming up. We got Molly Miller. You got Guthrie Trapp. You got so many more that you'll be able to download the stuff they made to your pedal and jam along with them, along with the thousands of other members of the community. It's super cool, and I know that if you try it, you'll play a lot more guitar, which is the whole point. That's it, my friends. I love you all. Keep the guitar in your hands. Cheers.